Everyone please rise and face the flags. In the presence of the emblem of our country and remembering the principles for which it stands, the Superior Court for the State of California in and for the County of Riverside is now in session. The Honorable Sarah A. Christian presiding. Please be seated and come to order.
Calling the matter of Cody Kreisel. Make your appearances for the record, please.
Robin Woods for Mr. Kreisel, who's present out of custody.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Judith Fulati for the people of the state of California.
Mr. Kreisel, you have been convicted of 2 counts of Penal Code Section 191.5, Subdivision A, vehicular manslaughter while intoxicated and with gross negligence. It was found true that you were operating a cell phone at the time of the accident. As a result of his driving while intoxicated, 2 people died, not just 1. So he has been found guilty of 2 counts of 191.5A, vehicular manslaughter. Is there any reason why judgment should not now be pronounced?
No legal cause, Your Honor.
Mr. Kreisel, it is only probably by the grace of God that you're not being charged with murder and being sentenced to 15 to life in state prison. Had you ever been convicted of a previous driving under the influence charge, or even what we call a wet reckless driving with alcohol involved, you would now be facing an actual murder sentence, which means that you would have been going away for a minimum of 30 years and the possibility of life in state prison. Because you did not have a prior conviction, you will now be sentenced on each count to the maximum of 10 years. And they are consecutive, which means that on each count, 10 years for a total of 20 years in state prison. You are 18 years old, and you could be in prison until you're 38 years old, missing, at this point in your life, graduation, college, marriage, children, until you're almost past the age where those things happen. And it gives me no pleasure to sentence you in this way, but that's the law. And you've been convicted by a jury of your peers, and I am now imposing the lawful sentence on you of 20 years. There will be a $240 restitution fee. There will be a $240 parole revocation fee that is stayed pending any future parole revocation. You are ordered to give a DNA sample and palm and fingerprints as required by law. I'm sure that he spent a little bit of time in custody, and so I am going to order a credits report. If there's any dispute as to the amount of credits, it will be resolved at a court hearing. I am also going to order restitution in this case. I'm sure that prior to the death there are probably medical bills and other things that have to be paid. I am ordering restitution in an amount to be determined by the probation department, and any dispute as to those amounts will be also resolved at a court hearing. I am sentencing you to 2 consecutive terms of 10 years each. As I said, consecutive, so you will serve a 20-year sentence. Will you please rise, Mr. Kreisel? At this time, I am going to remand him to the custody of the Riverside County Sheriff for transportation to the Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation for processing at Delano. Deputy, if you'll please take him into custody at this time.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your fingers together.
Good luck to you.
Step in.